And the match does approach. It is set. Young Bucks versus FTR at Full Gear, November 7th, 2020. Anything happened before that match as far as talking about what would happen, expectations of what would happen? How are you feeling going into that day? Are you still on great terms and you're still thinking, hey, everything's going to go the way I want it? I'm very, very excited about this. Or was it negative?
Yeah. Excuse me. No, on good terms. But as I spoke about earlier, I think this is where I first saw the signs of anxiety. I remember leading up to this match, I thought and thought and thought about it in my kitchen, in my living room. I would take my iPad downstairs or whatever to my old house at the time, the bar, and I would watch wrestling and try to think of ideas and how can we make this match a classic? How can we make this match live up to the expectation, almost the unreal expectations fans had probably put up there, and probably the same with us, the unreal expectations we had put up there for ourselves. And I remember, dude, there were nights where, and I never realized this until I started talking with my therapist, but there were nights back to back to back where I couldn't fall asleep because I couldn't get this match out of my head because I couldn't figure out certain points of the match. And I pride myself on being able to usually do that, to be able to structure a match together pretty quick and figure out what.
So it wasn't excitement, or it was more like, no, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited, but more than anything, I was nervous and anxious about the match. And when I say I can see a match play out in my head, I don't mean step by step, but I mean the beats and the drama and the story that we're going to tell. And I couldn't figure it out. And I would stay up, dude. I'm not kidding, to 12, 1, 2 in the morning and couldn't fall asleep. And I would lay in bed and try to force myself to fall asleep. And I'd wake up so pissed, or not even wake up. I would get up so pissed at myself because I couldn't figure out the match, because I couldn't make myself fall asleep. And so I was mad at myself for the two things that I wanted to do, but I couldn't do them. It would just drive me crazy, man. And I remember waking my wife up one morning. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was like, babe, I cannot fall asleep. I can't get this match down. I'm going to shit the bed, blah, 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 and like, I remember that, thinking back on it now, that was the first signs of anxiety for me, and probably my first anxiety attack, but I didn't know what anxiety was at the time. So I was really, really, really afraid. And again, like I said, multiple times, I pride myself on not practicing a match or walking through a match or talking about it, weeks or days beforehand, because thoughts, emotions, something in the world could change, and you got to change with it too to make the people feel a certain way. And so, it was a tough time mentally for me then.
I think I get it. Like the burden of expectation that you've built over so long, and then having to deliver, finally getting what you want, finally getting opportunity, and then in that moment having trouble doing something you've always been able to do, which is kind of create how the match goes in your head. Is with the do look like you want to take a sip. You want to take a sip?
No. I wanted to say also, above wrestlers. And I'm not asking for sympathy or, anybody to say, oh, poor Dax or poor wrestlers, but above wrestlers, above baby faces, above heels, we're human beings, right? So we have every single struggle that you have. We have every single emotion that you have. Every single fear that you have, we have, right? And I would go online reading, leading up to this match, and read the shit people were saying about the build or about our performances for the build and things. And that really hurt me. And it fucking killed me, dude, because it killed my confidence and like killed me mentally. And so all those things combined, it was just a rough few weeks for sure.